Y'all should watch Author Blues play Wario Land Shake It. Motion controlled speed run. Right. I was watching some of that. This race here is starting. We'll talk about these games now. By the way, Author Blues, if you ever feel like hopping in on any of these, be my guest. Here we go. Race is off. Klustar is a game where you're supposed to... I'm having them use default settings. You're supposed to get 3x3 squares. And you can rotate the board. That's pretty much it. That's all the game. If you get a square, it sort of, in a way I don't really understand, makes the other pieces fall in place. It's kind of hard to read, and if you mess up too much, you won't be able to rotate it anymore because you'll be too big. You get more points when your level goes up also. I don't think you get points for bigger squares than 3, but maybe you do. I didn't have any trouble getting 3,000 points on my second try-ish here. So... first try, you'll just die a bunch trying to figure out what's going on. I think Counterpoint's in trouble already, getting kind of wide here. It really needs to get some of that erased. You cannot let a piece fall past and then ram into it once it drives by. It has to crash into it. Like, you can't... It's hard to explain, but you can't... like, Robo Tournament cannot let this L piece go on the left side. It has to hit the right. And the Z coming in has to hit the... it has to come in that way. Can't push your piece into it. It has to fall into you. Which means that you have to catch it. If you don't catch it, it falls off screen and starts getting in the way and garbage on the side. I can wait for Klustar 99. I can wait quite a while. I hesitated to use this game not because it was overly hard, but because it kind of sucks. It's kind of... this is all it is. But I figured for just a one-off challenge, it would be alright. It's really easy to fall out of hand on this and stop being able to do anything. Once things go bad, you're done. It just gets worse and worse. You can't really fix it. If there's any holes in your design, you've really got a problem. Cleanness here matters more than anything. So Ivy is winning. Cleanness here is a huge deal. Clovers looks alright. Robotormet's pretty tiny. Ascorian's having a heck of a time. I think they're in a lot of trouble. You cannot rotate your piece if it's too big, and you also cannot push it up past where any piece will go off screen, so your limitations start to hit you, and then that's when things really start to mess you up. Ivy's about to get bit by it. That what I was talking about, where things just got out of hand. Now they have this thing they can't use. You can get combos with the gravity nonsense, but it's kind of... I don't know how it works myself, and... therefore I wouldn't recommend it. It seems complex. Ivy just got a big score off of it, though, and that saved them. So Ivy... still in this. Actually, probably in the lead after a triple like that. That was a lot of points. Looks like everyone got it. They all marked that in 5 minutes. About even. Nobody game overed. Nice work. I game over trying to get to 3,000 the first time because I was trying to figure out how the game worked. I don't think that you're allowed to leave the stage in this game without collecting all the tree stars, but I couldn't determine that for certain. This is Land Before Time. The tree star gathering adventure. There are 15 of them, at least, and they're not alright. They suck. The first one's good. They have less and less value the higher that number goes. Much like Brave Little Toaster, which also has sequels that it shouldn't have. Nice continue screen. Yeah, I'll duck to I'll go Doc's Go to Heaven. There's another one that shouldn't have sequels. I've only seen a few of these. I only committed to watching like the first 3 and then I gave up. I think Ivy just beat stage 1. Oh, that was stage 2. It's a little similar. Stage 5 actually is different. It's the first different stage. They get a breath of fresh air and then I cut them off on this game. I think everyone's on stage 3. You do switch dinosaurs in this. I don't know that they operate very differently though. This is just a gathering platformer. I was looking for a boss for them to fight, but there's nothing like that I saw. Not in the first 8 levels anyway. Not unless I didn't notice. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna play y'all the music from Klustar because you'll never guess what it was. I challenge you to imagine what kind of music Klustar would have. Are you ready? Lo-fi classical, you wish. Let me get in the game here. No, actually, it's this song, Forever. Yeah, that's it. That's all we got. What do you think? Let's play Land Before Time here. It's got actual unique music to it. Thank you for the subs. We're looking for the tree stage. That's how you'll know they're on the final level, and I think 2 players just arrived there. Oh, only 1 player. Let me hide mine. Yeah, surprisingly upbeat music for Land Before Time, stage 1. Look at that frog. Think about how big that frog must be. That's a human-sized frog. Do they still call him Littlefoot after he grows up? Does he grow up in any of the 17 movies that exist? Damn. I don't know how you switch to Littlefoot, but I know you could play as him if you want to, and I don't know if he's required to do anything for stage 5. But you definitely can use him as a character somehow. No one's doing it yet, so... Is this music really only for this game? Is this exclusive? Scorpion takes the lead significantly this time. Klustar not so much, but this time everyone else is still working on this final stage. But here's the game that'll break this run, maybe. Robo-Termite also done. Sub-Terrania. Let's close that and turn this on. Sub-Terrania is one of those games where you have propulsion that drives you forward and you rotate to determine what way you're being propelled. The goal is, I think, to save those 3 guys and also get a ship power up. It's around the corner, and then you fly back home. You have to shoot gates like that one on Robo-Termite's screen to get it out of the way, which is really annoying because you can't drive very well and it comes towards you. Once you pick up the power up they need, then you go back home with it. That's the goal. And that's stage 1. Stage 2 has a boss of sorts in it. Got the sub module on Robo-Termite's screen, so that's stage 1. They just gotta get back home. Just Counterpoint Clover working on Land Before Time now. Mission 1 done. Hey, Robo-Termite's doing well. Fuel is a concern. It's that glowing yellow thing, light. But it's not a huge concern. Dying is more important. Just dodging all this nonsense without being able to fly very well is what it's all about here. There's lots of lives. I'm only asking for 2 levels. Getting the hang of the controls. There's the sorta boss. Sorta. He kind of needs to be defeated. Floating head monster. Triple face. Oh no. You can destroy the power-ups. Currently at the back of the pack are Ivy at 20 seconds and Counterbreak Clover by about a minute and a half. It's a very close race, and if they can defeat this game, that really will determine the winner more than anything else, I think. There's going to be a wider spread on this than anything. Okay, so blue is shield, and yellow lights are fuel. Those pickups are around. And the Mega Bar, if you stop shooting, it charges up your shot to shoot everywhere. And it's way easier to use that than it is to fire the machine gun. My tip for this game, aside from that the movement sucks and just a warning about how bad it is to let the intro play for each stage because it gives you a map and directions on what you're supposed to do. Looking at it on Ivy's screen right now. It's better directions than I could give. It's got visuals. Robo seems to be doing really well. It wouldn't surprise me if players get stuck on level 1 of this. I think most people have made progress. Looks like Counterpoint's having trouble with stage 1 still. That is apparently called the Doomsday weapon, that face monster. It needs to be destroyed, I'm pretty sure, to open the door. It's hard to tell though. When I was playing this game, I didn't understand what was happening very well. I think it is the key. Why does it have a grabby tentacle? I don't think Robo Tournament knows what to do. But they've done something. He's finished. 23 minutes, 45 seconds is much faster than I thought it would be on this pack. Kiwi pack. 23:41 for Robo Termite, first place. He's played it before. He says he spent the whole time on it last time he played it. Alright. In a different tournament than mine. Robo Termite has 6 points. They'll be moving on to the next round. But we do have another round with this group right after this, so we'll see the play one more time here. this boss, man. Ivy's trying to get in a good position to hit this dumb thing. They understand how to get fuel and stuff now, it looks like. And to use missiles, which is doing serious damage. Ivy's defeated the sub-boss, opening up stage 1 for progress. Man, it's such a tedious thing to get through that gate. Extra life, oh man, that could be handy right now. Ivy might be wrapping up right here, actually. Level 2 of this game is not a big ask. And it's done. Ivy's second place. Repeat of the first round. It's 6-4, and Escorian could take a second point here. Or Counterpoint can get there first for third place. There is time to finish. Counterpoint, I think, has made it further in the game. Stage 2 is way more annoying than Stage 1, though. The big thing is this idiotic fight with this monster. It's like the first thing that you actually have to destroy. It's so hard to fly your damn ship in this game. It would be such a better game if it were just a twin stick shooter, right? Think about how fun it would be. The same game with that control scheme. I'll tell you what games I've gone through and did not use. One of them is Battle Maniacs on the Game Boy. Somehow harder than the real thing. Too hard. I've been sorting through a bunch of stuff. That one was noteworthy to me. You should check out the bonus round on that if you've seen the SNES version and how much crappier it is. It's a Game Boy Color game. Both of our players have gotten to stage 2. Will either one of them figure this out? It's so much work to get to that extra life. And I'm sure it's worth it, but it's just so tedious. That wall is so hard to destroy. Get out of here. Jeez. I think figuring out how to pick up fuel is important. You counterpoint grab it? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Scorian's working on the boss too. It's all about that positioning where you're falling and lighting it up. Scorian's beaten the boss. Just like steps 1, 2, and 3 of 4 in this. There's just a little bit more to do. And Scorian's done the objectives. And finished. It's all about listening to what the game asks you to do, and it takes forever for it to tell you, but my tip for this was pay attention to what the game says. And what it says in very plot-heavy style, like it doesn't give you like clear directives, but it says pretty much destroy this weapon, the weapon being that face, and then go rescue the dudes and get the sub. And that's in the top left. That's what you do in this stage. Nothing else really is relevant. There are a couple of different ways to help you beat that stupid boss, and it doesn't feel like you're doing damage to it really, but you are. You can hang on the little pipe there and shoot it. You can do all kinds of stuff. Scorian's time is 32:57. So we actually have a repeat of our first race of this group. Roboturma takes first, Ivy takes second, Scorian takes third. I think that's the first time that we've seen that. The exact same scores. There's a chance that a Scorian can get first in this next race and move on. They need that. They need to beat Ivy by 2 positions, really, in order to win this. They need Ivy to get third or fourth, and they need to be first or second. That's how they can stay in this race. They are doing their next match as soon as Counterpoint Clover wraps up. If a Scorian gets first and Ivy gets fourth, they're moving on. If there's only a 2-point difference between them and a Scorian's the winner, then they've tied, and I'll have to tie break it. Which hasn't happened yet either. A tie for second involves me actually doing something like that. I'll have to have a match between them later to see who's going up. Ivy's doing one of the worst stages in one of the worst games I've ever had the honor of playing. Rollergames here. And this stage with the slopes, it's very tight, very tightly timed. There's water coming out. These jumps don't make any sense. Your momentum's bad. So of course Rollergames will be my tiebreaker. They make you stop moving and you lose your momentum, and then you have to do these jumps that are hard with momentum. I don't think Clover has too much time left. Let me see. No, they're almost done. They got to this game at 18:19. 18:23 actually, so 2 minutes. I think Counterpoint knows what they need to do, but boy howdy, making it happen sucks. It's so hard to drive in this game, and you have such little survivability. Oh man, watching Ivy play Rollergames too. Counterpoint's beaten one of the 3 faces. It's really not that big of a level. If you know what to do, if you know that this is the objective, and it looks like Counterpoint's decided somehow that that is it. I don't know if they're talking to the other players or if they saw the game text or if they've explored the stage and can't see anything else going on. It's just this thing, and then as soon as it's dead, it opens up the path. Their time is up on this game. They did finally get the stage objective done. That is really the big thing. And they've also found the survivors that need rescued. 38:24 is Counterpoint's time. But they did finish. It took them 22 minutes, but they did finish. I'm gonna get these folks ready for another round. Their final round. Round 3. Group D. I've got a choice for them to make on game packs. Let's see here. Looks like they're ready. It's Felix the cat. Something, he's got a magic bag. That's all I know. I've seen this movie once. I don't know if this is the movie or if it's one of the 3,000 cartoons he's had. I don't know why there's a cloud that says Felix. I don't know anything. Is he supposed to be funny? You funny guy? Oh, I see. One of my favorite Bugs Bunny cartoons is actually with the gremlin that's kicking his ass the whole time, because Bugs Bunny winning all the time is a little boring. The new show has him losing quite a bit, actually. Losing, that is, in the sense that he doesn't get everything he wants all the time. So this character is like silent era TV, and I do not, I don't usually watch that. I have not seen these. I have seen the movie though that exists. It's from like the 80s. That's different. I haven't played this game either. This is a challenge pack. I have played Cheeky Cheeky Boys. That game kicks ass. I haven't seen the other two though, so we'll see how that goes. This is all Flaming Rock's pack. He seems to have a lot of strange attacks. Just whatever he wants. Have we reached the pyramid? Is this it? Or there's the pyramids. Is it singular? Looking for a big one? Enter the pyramid. I need them to get to stage 2 too. You should have wrote that. Let me know I cannot. Pyramids. This is more than one. Robo-Termite is done. Ascorian marked it as done, and I'm telling him no, he's not done. We're doing 2-2 as the stage. Now he's done. Now I can move on. So they're still in real time. I don't need to dock them any time or anything. It's just that little bit of confusion slowed them down. Pac-Attack. This looks awful. Nice work. Tell me about Pac-Attack. I don't know what's going on with this disgusting Tetris clone. I'm gonna play its music though. Looks like the goal is to devour the ghosts when they're blue. How to make them blue, I don't understand. There's some really heavy gravity on this. Looks like all the tiles are made out of sand. And it looks like Pac-Man instantly defeats all ghosts and they're harmless actually. They're just annoying until Pac-Man shows up. And as is standard for Pac-Man apparently, he just wins against ghosts and they aren't harmful to him at all. Pac-Man's just lazy. He always goes downhill. He never goes up. Imagine you get combo points for eating a whole bunch of ghosts. How do you get to the next level? What's the requirement? That's a lot of ghosts. I'm not sure what this plan Robo-Termite has is where they're building like a Tetris style pit. There's no solution for that here in this game. That piece doesn't exist. They might as well fill it up. Ghost and Sand, the video game. Oh man, Pac-Man went left instead of right. That sucks. These ghosts are a pain in the ass. They need to be destroyed, or else you can't make any freaking lines. You can't stop Pac-Man. He does what he wants. I think Robo-Termite's gonna wipe out here. Oh, what's that? Magic power. What the? Scorian's done with game 2 already. Ivy's wiping out. Oh, jeez. On level 9 too, that sucks. This is exactly what a Scorian needs. Ivy lost at the worst time. Almost done with the challenge and having to reset the entire thing. Getting knocked into 3rd place. This could be a tie. Scorian could tie the game if they pull this off and win before Robo-Termite. If Robo-Termite or Ivy finish Cheeky Cheeky Boys before Scorian, they're out. Needs to beat them both. Cheeky Cheeky Boys is pretty easy, so that's the concern here. I think it's probably the easiest game in this set. So Pac-Attack didn't seem like it was too bad. If you don't play it right, it looks like you can lose a lot of time. It's just a platformer, a sword and shield kind of platformer. I've played these kind of games before a bunch. I played this one too. It's fine. It's perfectly serviceable at what it does, and it doesn't do anything too wild. Clever wrapping up Felix took a while on that. Put them pretty far back. They're a Pac-Attack behind, basically. Ivy's half done with Pac-Attack. So if Ivy takes third and Scorpion takes first, we have a tiebreak situation. If Ivy takes fourth and Scorpion takes first, then Scorpion's moving on. Yeah, Flaming Rock, you need to be very specific with these. This mistake I made a bunch. We need to be very clear on where the end point is on these in a descriptive way. Ivy's on level 9 again. Do not want to see a game over here. That would be nasty. And level 10 done. Ivy can move on to the final game. But they are a stage and a half behind. Scorpion has made it to a second cutscene. I want to call that a victory. I would say the store is an area cleared. Those upgrades help a lot, if I recall, too. The Scorpion wins this one with a time of 18:48. We're right through these. Robo Termite's fighting the final obstacle in the way of getting second place here. They've done it. We'll have to do a tiebreaker because the Scorian did get first. Did pull off the against the odds. The 2-point victory over Ivy, who is still fighting for third place. Tiebreaker isn't guaranteed just yet. Counterpoint Clover could still win this. But they are a level behind and some Tetris Attack, but like I said, Chiki Chiki Boys is pretty easy, so I don't expect anyone to fail on it. The checkpointing system is very strong. They give you a lot of lives, and you're pretty damn strong on your own without any upgrades. Counterpoint Clover is moving on to the next game. They're on level 10 of Tetris Attack now. Tetris Attack, Pac-Attack style. Mostly they struggle with Felix. Actually did the best on Pac-Attack out of anyone, 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Ascorian was second on that game with 7:05, so counterpoint gain time on that took a long time on Felix, and that's why they're behind currently. Ivy took the longest on Pac-Attack, losing 11 minutes to it. And it's because they game over it on level 9. Just really close. Did Ivy game over? That's trouble. They pushed it just a little too far. They were so close. Did they just game over again? Again at the end of the challenge. This is bad news. Just joking. This is close. This is close now. Robo's time is 2020. I'm looking into getting an on-screen display still. I really wanted that to be ready for when we started this tournament of what the bot considers progress to be on each one of these, and I can put it right there under the task list. Just a little table that shows each game's time. think Ivy's still in the lead here. We'll see. Using those superpowers on this boss to try and speed it up a little bit safely too. I guess you don't have very many lives, but I feel like the store really tells you what you need to win this and not game over. Back on the clouds. Money doesn't have any value anymore because I think you only get the one store in this challenge. Like this guy gives up the fight real quick. I think this is the last obstacle, this dinosaur really, and then it's just that upwards flight. Ivy used their last continue here, but they should have it now, right? They won't take another whole life bar, right? Maybe. Maybe I should stop making assumptions. It's just this upwards float and then it's done. This is kind of like a bonus thing. Perfect. Great. $29.36 for Ivy, third place. We had a little mix-up. We had the person who came in third twice get first. Everyone else got pushed down, which means there's a tie that I need to break. We'll do that at some point. I guess we can tie break it right now. Well, I have him here. Yeah, we are ahead of schedule a little bit. I'm looking for a good one. Let's see if they're ready for their tiebreaker match. That's enough Cheeky Boys music also. Let's see here. Yeah. I'm seeing that they are ready to do a tiebreaker. I think they are. Oops. Lost my feed there. I know what game I want to do. Counterpoint is nearly done, but they wiped out here before too. This boss is very tanky if you don't blast him. It looks like using the power on him killed him instantly last time that I watched this fight. Man, Clover wiped out again, damn. What is the time left on this? Let me see. It started this game at 21:30. So they have 5 minutes left. I don't think they can make it. I'm having them load up the game. Dragon's Lair, our tiebreaker. It's back. You thought you could escape just because I've seen it before? No, that's not safety. So we're doing the bottom left and top right screens are one-on-one here. My timer will now be for their little race. Counterpoint's still running theirs. In the name of getting done in time, we're gonna see who gets further in 20 minutes. Minutes of Dragon Warrior. Let's do it. Now, I told them about this hidden door in stage 1 that takes them to 1-4. We're looking for the most progress and nothing else. They both died to the same exact pit. So, still even here. Still in the same place. I hope the counterpoint has us continue backed up here. Their time is going to be close on being able to finish this or not. I'm not sure if they'll make it. The weird death animation where he crosses his arms and turns into a skeleton is extremely just referencing the source. And I think that's neat. As shitty as it is. Looks like one of the players has found the door. Getting to it is a bit of a pain in the ass. Well, Scorian's further right now. I think it's pretty easy to determine who's further most of the time. I don't recognize where counterpoint's at. Did they beat the challenge? What is this water section? I assume they did. I don't know exactly where they're at. Oh, they picked a different level, I see. Ivy can't get this jump to happen that Scorian has managed to do. You think we'll beat the snake boss this time? Knowing about the warp? That's the real mystery that we're solving here. If they had that knowledge, would this old challenge be doable? Ivy sees the door and is trying to get to it. They've solved the puzzle of sorts. There it is. Nice. You have to put the weight on the thing to make it come down. Wait, did they just restart the stage? I think they restarted the game. Maybe to get more lives back? Now that they've figured out what to do. And counterpoints out of time. I don't know what that time is because my bot's being dumb. I'm gonna switch over layouts here in a second. Okay, let's do this. Now, who's gotten further in 1-4? Ascorian's been here longer. We're looking for somebody to find the gate to the next area. And it's very obnoxious to find. There's a whole lot of nothing. There's a whole lot of dead ends, and it's not obvious at all that you've hit one even. It's just... you just gotta find the way forward. The game, that's all this is. I think Ascorian is almost to the snake boss. Yeah, good luck with that. But that is the first snake boss sighting, so that's something. First victim of the snake boss. What exactly is the hitbox on this? Well, actually, it's the fangs. It's the teeth of the snake is the weak point of any snake. If you know that, a snake will never harm you. Just grab him by the teeth. Ivy's in the water section of 1-4. We are half done with this. Tiebreaker. There's not a whole lot to 1-4 once you figure out the water section. And there's no coming back from the water section, so you know that it's gotta be the way. Or at least you gotta continue this way. You don't have a choice. And when you continue this way, you'll find the exit. Ivy's at the boss, and Ascorian has beaten the boss. For the first time, we get to see 2-1. The challenge is doable, if you know about this. He's up here. Still in your way. He's not down at all. The real enemy here is the eggs that it spits. You know how snakes are birds first. So you gotta get rid of those baby snakes. It's not a tremendously hard boss. Ivy's doing really well on it and catching up. They were taking a while to get to 214, and Ascorian just game overed. Ivy took a game over on purpose just to restart their lives as soon as they found the door to 1-4, and that might be the ticket here to getting into the lead. So they're gonna have a full start at this. If they can do this without taking any damage, and it looks like they can. Passwords are perfectly fine. But I wonder if anyone will use it. Get further in 20 minutes is the stipulation, and there's not anything else to it. They're allowed to use anything that's in game, aside from like cheat codes, to get that done. Look at this ridiculous entry screen. I'm giving them a password since they both saw it. It's 2D, 4C, 6A, 8B. If you can get it to work. I mean, so they give you 4 out of 8, and you just leave 2 of them blank. I've given them both the password and tagged them about it. So we're back to the point now where there's different doors, and if they take the wrong door, they might be further back than the other player, so that might change the game here. That's the thing this game does. There's loops, there's not progress if you take the wrong exit, etc. That's the thing. Let me look at the map again for stage 2. We'll figure out where we're at. There's no fake door on 2-1. 2-2 does have a fake door, though. If they make it to 2-2. Here's this guy. Oh, he's dead. Okay. He looked more intimidating than he was, I guess. Just the same jump over and over again, man. Ivy's gotten further in the stage. Really good at this one jump. An ace at doing this one jump. It's important that you not take any freaking damage while you do it too. Made it all the way to the exit, but did not get into it. 5 minutes left. There's a platform that moves over there that you have to land on. I dare say they're mastering this level. Has Ascorian seen the exit yet? Looks like they're both handling this obstacle course now very well. This freaking platform sucks at the end. It's off-screen timed. Ivy barely handles getting onto it and made it to 2-2. That puts them in the lead. They have a chance to take the right door here. It's a 50-50. The doors are right next to each other. Good luck. And then the next stage has a warp to either 2-4 or 2-5. 2-5 has a warp to 2-3 or 2-6. And 2-6 is a boss fight. They have 2.5 minutes left. I don't think anyone's going to beat 2-2. Ascorian has a chance here to pull ahead, but they need to get through this gauntlet. Ivy made it through this whole gauntlet one time and got into the door. Made it a bit into 2-2. They had a long way to go. I'll pull up this map for you folks so you can see this 2-2 map. Drawn in MS Paint, I think. Game Pack style. Here it is. Pretty useless. I do need to get my next group ready, so as we wind this up, it looks like Ivy did manage to make it further. It's gonna break our tie. Ivy's ability to beat that gauntlet won them this game. We made it 2 stages further than we've ever seen. With the skip. A warp pipe, basically. To skip almost all of the first world. 2-2 is rude. You have to go swimming. So you have a choice between jumping into the water immediately or going up. Who would jump in the water immediately? Nobody. No human would, right? It sucks. It's worse in this game than almost ever before in any platformer. But it is the answer. You have to jump into the water. If you go up, you're gonna end up back in 2-1, and you get to do this again. So that's Dragon's Lair SNES, the sequel. So don't think that just because I pulled a game up that I won't use it again. Because I'm that big of a jerk. Let's get this next group ready. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a save state for World 3 of Dragon's Lair. You never know. It's time for Group E. Alright. Here's our screens. Let's clear those times. This is Group B, and I think it might be the first round. It is. Group B, round 1. Let's do it. Are they the Abbaset pack or the Grey Fox pack? Which one would you pick? I have enough people making me packs, honestly. I don't really want any more. Unless I ask specifically for somebody to make me a pack. They've chosen Fox, which is mine. So you've made a mistake. I mean, unless you like Pocahontas on the Genesis. In which case, I've got your pack for you. Let's see what else we got here. Games list. Here it is. Psycho Fox, Super Smash TV, Pocahontas. As soon as those players tell me they're ready, we'll get started. It's our last match for a little while. And in 4 hours, we'll have another run. I was purposely vague on a lot of the details on Pocahontas. We'll see how the players handle it. It's Group C's first game as well. Slow beefing them. Corn Dan, hello Allison. They're all playing in 4 hours, so that'll be an interesting one. Here we go, we're starting. Thanks for the host, bro, sent you. If you feel like talking about Pocahontas, by the way, hop on it. You're all more than welcome if you want to, bro, sent you. Let's start this clock. Psycho Fox. This game sucks. This game has one hit and you're dead. You can get a buddy who you can use as a projectile, and then he comes back eventually. He gives you HP. If you get hit, he dies instead of you. He takes the bullet for you. The momentum in this game is the biggest problem. There's stuff in the eggs, and that's where you get your buddy from. I told them about that, but there's also villains in the eggs. They just come out and get you. The momentum is the biggest problem, though, like I was saying. If you stop moving, you really stop moving, and it takes a while to get that going again. So ideally, you would be at full sprint the whole time, and to do that, unfortunately, requires a little bit of knowing where to jump. It's got very long arms to punch with. Psycho Fox. He can't swim. Psycho Fox. Has anyone beaten 1-1 yet? The first boss will be an interesting thing. Oh, opened an egg, got pogoed on. The first boss will be interesting because it's not very clear what to do. So I actually gave them directions on that more than anything else, on how to beat the first boss. The other thing that sucks about it is you die in one hit, and you have to redo the whole stage to get back to the boss. You gotta do a little Dark Souls run to get back to that attempt. Doesn't do that gentle thing that even Mega Man 1, for all of its garbage, did. Even it starts you with the freaking boss door when you die. You don't have to redo a whole stage like you do in Psycho Fox. It's not a very long challenge though. If they know where to go, if they understand how this game plays, they can get done with this in a couple of minutes. And that's the kind of challenge I like. Something that sucks real bad, but you could win in 2 minutes if you figure it out. Like 3 minutes, they could have already been done with this. If they had played this before, if they were good at it, they could have finished this by now. Just about. Kaon throwing the bird over the enemy snail and getting taken out. Do I have a snail emote? Did I install that? I think I had an extra one, so I ended up putting that in the list. I was sad that I didn't have my own snail from Bomberman to drop anywhere. Yeah, I do. There he is. I'm excited whenever I see them in games now. There he is again. You can jump on the enemies in this. I don't think players have been doing that much, but you can. Round end. Somebody made it. No bonus. Oh. I'm sad that Slow Beef doesn't end up with Pocahontas, but it is what it is, I guess. I have a very strong temptation to rebundle Pocahontas just to give it to Slow Beef. These enemies, man, they just take 3 hits sometimes. So this bonus thing, you pick a path with 3 boxes, and they kind of automatically walk forward towards prize. One of them's a pit, and that's how you get an extra life. Yeah. Let's play the Psycho Fox music. I think this game has good continue system. So, you know, progress is progress. I think. Kaon has figured out how to switch to the hippo. I didn't know you could do that. I don't know what that does to the gameplay. If anything. Returning to Psycho Fox. What's the hippo's name if this is Psycho Fox? Wild Hippo? I love the players fighting with the momentum so badly. It looks like we're 2-3 now or 1-3 for 2 players. Get to the boss and beat it. That's the goal here. It's only been 8 minutes. They have 12 to do it, and they're going to continue at 1-3. So plenty of time to figure it out. The boss, what I wrote is pretty descriptive on how to fight the boss specifically. It was, don't jump at all. Just do not jump. It's bad to jump. Run from one side to the other when it leaps. There's a plunger. Jump on the plunger to fire a bullet. The bullet hitting the boss does damage. That's how you actually hurt the boss. So we'll get to see that in action in a bit here. Jumping on the enemies doesn't kill them unless you plunge them into the ground 3 times. They must be submerged to be defeated. Oh, jeez. The plunger enemies, man, they're scary. Damn. Kaon jumped on them too many times. I thought Kaon was getting the hang of it. Didn't make it to the round end, though. Here's the boss. Mr. Torture's there. And almost hit it once. The first shot's the hardest. You have the least window on that. But he's done it. He's done some damage. I gave them directions for this because they have to do the whole stage for each attempt, and I thought that was too much. That's too stupid. So I gave them directions on how to actually win so that they can just lose once or twice and then maybe pull it off. How many players are on 1-3? Kaon's there. Has not seen the boss yet. Mr. Torture's the only one I've seen at the boss. Lord Cuddy's there now. And Glitch, both at the same time reaching that boss and getting crushed by it. At the same time. So, the way to defeat the boss, and as much as I described, is to avoid jumping because you just don't have room to jump. There's no reason to jump. Run from the left to the right as soon as it takes off, and you'll make it underneath it in the little window that you get. Fire the bullets, hopefully make a little bit of it go away because you shot it away, giving you a slightly bigger window. It gets easier as the fight goes on. Just run back and forth. They actually have infinite continues, so that's not a concern. They will all be at 1-3 now. They've all locked that in. So it's really just the boss fight now for everybody. Which lost their progress. Oh, that sucks. It didn't continue. Well, it's still not a long game, so not too bad. Not as bad as it could be in other things. Aeon knows what to do and has got the pattern down, just can't get the shot to happen, that's all. Managed to get one. Oh, it's stuck on a plunger. Will anyone clear this? I don't know why he was running left or right instead of left. He got stuck somehow. You never know what's going on with this momentum, man. It's a long run to get to that boss fight too. It sucks. It's really far. Considering that you die in one hit. Oh no! Kaon's strategy's way off. I thought he had it. But he jumped. He jumped. He didn't follow the rules. He jumped. Jumping is no good. Mr. Torture does have it, actually. He's down to 3 hits. This boss is gonna get beaten here. Because it's down to 3, you have a lot more room, and you can make it sit right next to the shot and give yourself a lot of time to fire that. Still gotta be careful though, it's still deadly. It's still a 1-hit kill, so any slip up and you're gone. Mr. Torch is beating it and move on. Super Smash TV. The year is 1999, the distant future of 1999. Oh. Come Watching Kaon weave under snails. Did Lord Cuddy beat it? He says he did. Kaon's using items. I'm not sure what the items do either. I picked a bunch up, but I don't know what they actually do. Starts with a hit. Oh, jeez. He just doesn't have the idea on the momentum yet. You really gotta get a head start. Kaon's getting held up by this boss real bad, and Glitchwitch is back at the start. I don't think we're gonna see 2 more clears on Psycho Fox. It's not that he's just standing there, it's that it takes a full 2 seconds to get the sprint on Psycho Fox, so if you want to run under the boss, you have to start early. That's a lesson that you learn on the way to the boss. Pretty hard because of how bad it is. Let's play the next song. Smash TV does not have a whole lot of music variety, but it's a good song. There's a lot of ways to get points. I'm not sure which of these is easier. I'm pretty familiar with twin stick shooters, so I don't have a very hard time with this game. It's hard to judge how hard I should be making things. Let's see if Kaon can get this. This is their like 5th try on this boss. Oh, just barely diving under that. Too slow on the plunger though. I've got the idea. Two. One hit left for Kaon here. Hey, that's a boss defeated. Kaon managed to do it. Lost some valuable time on that, but all done. Into Smash TV for 3 players here. Pocahontas is going to make a big difference here. I didn't expect Psycho Fox to be such a widespread. But ultimately, it's only a couple minutes. Pocahontas might be devastating. It's practically an adventure game in some weird platforming kind of way. Everyone's on Smash TV. Glitch is dropping out of Psycho Fox, which only lost her a minute or so. No big deal. So this game lets you pick your own path. You can go into a lot of different challenge rooms, and you don't really know what the door is going to have behind it. You just kind of keep going forward and shooting things until you get all these points. There's a whole lot of pickups to grab. Since they're going for score here, you want those. Some of them are weapons though, and the weapons are much better than the pea shooter you usually run with. Now this is on the SNES, so obviously they don't have 2 sticks, but they use the face buttons to do it. Which is kind of a pain. But whatever. A brand new VCR. I think it's quite a lead here. Kaon was a bit late getting to it, but he's got 250k already. Eddie's gonna hit 1 million. I'm not sure why Mr. Torture keeps pausing. I wonder if they got something going on. Bonus prizes. Mr. Cuddy is 993k. Just a little bit more. There it is. 1 million. He's the first one to play Pocahontas. Good luck with this. I hesitate to switch to that music because there's only one song. $790 and 500k on the other 2 players on this, and actually Glitch Witch is passing them up really fast on the money room. 792k, just pushing towards second real fast. So you have 2 characters in this Disney game here that you can switch between. One of them fits into crawl spaces and climbs trees. The other one does 20 different things, but she has to unlock the abilities. Kaon is in the back of the pack here. Has a little bit of time on Glitch because actually did clear the first game, but he's losing real bad on Smash TV. Glitch is already done, I think. Yes, Glitch is finished. Mr. Torture's also wrapping up and was the first one done with the first game. So I think Mr. Torture is currently in second place still. But it's close. Pocahontas will break that tie. That's 3 players done with Smash TV. Kaon's not doing too bad, but doesn't have as many as the others. $200K for Kaon to go here. I feel like Kaon plays Nuclear Throne, so this should be an easy game. But RNG alone might choose better rooms for points than others. Not too far behind, almost done. Then I can talk about Pocahontas and exactly what to do in this game. And 52K to go. Figuring out what to do is all of this, really. Here's your music for this game. Kaon is really close, not quite done yet. Found the boss, but still needs 4,000 points. Jeez. This sucks. Had the worst luck of all. If only he killed a couple more guys. Like 3, really. We're gonna get some points. Too bad this boss doesn't have minions. There you go. Actually doing boss damage. That'll do it. Found a power-up to actually hurt... I can't remember that boss's name, but yeah. It's something stupid like McTank or something. Okay. How are our players doing on this game? Metoid Man. So you can switch between everyone's favorite Disney character, Miko the raccoon, or Pocahontas here. And you have to push a boulder down to even get started. Nobody had really trouble with that. Even Kaon's got it already. Just started and already solved this puzzle. You climb the boulder, you jump up there. Miko is a very, very, very much side character here, though. Kaon's having the same problem I had, where she's pushing the boulder the wrong goddamn way because she won't jump. Lord Cuddy's done it. Lord Cuddy's dived off the cliff, so Lord Cuddy is finished. Lord Cuddy's confused about whether he's done or not. He seems tenuous about whether he's actually finished. That was it. That was my goal. That is like 1/3 of the stage. It takes forever. I feel like it would be very easy to get confused here and waste a whole bunch of time. I did. And I can tell you how I got confused after our players start wrapping this up. Yeah, this is from one of the films. This is Steady as a Beating Drum. But the song they're hearing right now is this one. There's massive confusion by all 3 players. Okay, Lord Cuddy finished this really quickly. I feel like they've played it before, maybe. But they put it together real quick. Maybe they just got lucky on figuring out what to do on accident here. I don't know what Mr. Torture's doing. Why are they resetting? Aeon has figured out how to get the game to tooltip where to go. A feature that I didn't know about. Okay, well, if you help this deer, you steal its soul, and then you can run. So that's step one, and Kaon has done that. The game is very clear about that kind of stuff. At least you know what to do, more or less, by what they're saying. This game is a Metroidvania. Two people have the deer. I don't know why Mr. Torture started over. I think they felt like they were soft locked or something. And you can't really soft lock this game, but you sure can waste 20 minutes of backtracking, locking it in a really annoying way to where you have to backtrack a whole bunch. And that won't happen here. But the way you would do that is forgetting to rescue your raccoon, who needs her help to jump over that ledge for some reason. Kaon is doing that right now. Glitch has the diving power. I think Glitch is going to take second place here. The otters teach you how to swim. But, there's really only one place to advance once you get that, and it's the objective here. Glitch thinks they're done, but they're not. They gotta find the big cliff. I didn't even know you could dive off the tiny cliff. But it isn't progress. Yeah, the big cliff is finished. Glitch is in second place. Their time, Cuddy's done at 29:25. Glitch is done at 36:15. You gotta find the big cliff, Kaon. Kaon's not done either. They did the same thing. I remember this song from the movie as well as the other one. It sounds awful in this too. Wow. Kaon's stuck at the cliff. They know it's the right place, but getting it to happen isn't working for him very well. I mean, it's the progress goal, so it's what you have to do to get moving in the game, so I don't know how strict I should be with it. Diving off this cliff is the goal. There it is. There it is, maybe? No. It's just not working for him, and I don't know why. Being stubborn. Okay, I'll lose because they're not pushing on the cliff right. They're not committed enough to the correct cliff. They lost. Mr. Torture did it first. That's a tough break. Man. Yeah, deer can't swim. Of course, deer could never swim. Deer die when they touch water. So, better not use that soul. Humans can't swim either, only otters. Every other animal in the sea is drowning. Kaon doesn't understand what's going on with this disgusting clip. There it is. That's game one. So Mr. T's time is 40:56 and Kaon's time is 41:10, which sucks, but that's the way it went. We have another game for you in 3 hours, folks. I'll see you then. Slow Beef's group. I don't know what we got for him. We'll figure it out. Thanks for joining me for this.